At the resumption of the last session, you have it, having read Lucas's recap, hopefully, found yourselves having done battle with some revenant scions who attacked you when you entered this particular room, and mid-battle, a aboleth seemed to appear and exert its influence on you. That comes to a point, actually. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. You fought them off, and the aboleth seemingly disappeared, using its psychic prowess to appear there, even though evidently it wasn't. There were various things done, including a psychic possession of smoke, and Tisha got chucked in the water. Tilly turned into a tiger. I'm going to say that at least Tilly and Tisha would no longer have the wax in their ears due to the, dangers that they took part in. But yeah, what do you want to do?
I think I'm just going to say Tisha needs to get out.
Jacka would help her out of the smelly sewer.
Is the water dangerous at this point? From movement, or is it just gross and I just need to get out?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go in, but I'll go around. Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Jacob, when you pull Tisha out, you notice that she has just some kind of like emergent sores on her exposed skin.
Oh, Tish, you don't look good, Tisha. Something like water's burnt you.
Where on my skin is that?
Exposed.
All over?
Anywhere you had you exposed, so neck, face, hands.
Arms, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps.
Is there a way to go past this?
Yes, this is where this is a drain and two gates that the scions use to come out. So they are both open and unlocked.
So Tilly is going to walk around, not getting in the water, to get back with the party.
Okay, so walking around, Tilly, you would see an altar with some very demonic-looking paraphernalia, including a ledger, a skull, a candle, and some kind of pointing device.
Okay, so I intended to get to them, but as I'm here and I see this, I think I'll just, because I can see them through the crate, right?
Yeah, you're not far from them.
I'll wave and just shout, "Welcome, see this," I think.
1 second.
Still on mute, then.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Mia's sheet. Just seeing what she's got prepared. And that's not a lot. So yeah. She would definitely try and attend to Tisha and at least help dry her off while inspecting the sores.
She's going to turn to Mia and say, am I dying? Is this what this is?
Oh, that water looks nasty. I'm not sure if I have anything that can help you. Let's just monitor you. You know, if it starts to get worse, just please let me know.
Okay.
Lucy, I would say for all intents and purposes, mechanically, you are now poisoned. Which means I think you just have disadvantage on skill checks or disadvantage on attacks.
Ability
Let's have a
checks
look.
on the first level.
Ability checks. Yeah. So yeah,
And
disadvantage on ability checks.
Okie
because
dokie.
this is not exhaustion, right? Poison.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
it's
different.
poison both.
Poison condition.
I think it's both. Yeah, like John said.
Yeah, disadvantage on attack
Oh,
rolls and
yeah,
ability
it
checks.
is, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Mir will kind of take Tisha kind of maternally and approach Tilly, dispelling her spiritual weapon. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Jacob will follow through.
Yeah, I have a question. Do I have a memory of what just happened to me with the Aboleth sort of taking control, or is that just a blank out?
Yeah, you were locked in.
But I could sort of see it see it happening,
Yeah.
but I was out of control. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So after sort of apologizing to Jacob and handing out a potion a healing potion for you, Tisha.
Yeah.
That's 4d4 plus 4.
What do I do? How do I do it?
Maybe
I can
if
roll it
we-
for you, or
You roll it. That's fine.
because
If
I'm
we
about
are
to
taking
take one
look-
myself. So you get 13, I get 11. Well, not very good.
Thank you.
Better than nothing now.
Are you out of all the potions?
I still have a couple left.
Yeah, just make sure your tokens are up to date.
Yeah. 11 healing.
But I'm still poisoned, right?
You are.
Yeah, kind of hobbling, kind of take you over the shoulder and push you in, and apologizing to Jacob and just saying like, I could see everything going on, but I was out of control. If it happens again, don't hesitate to push me back or strike me. Do anything you can to snap me out of it.
Okay. I know how that feels, Smoke. Remember the Baron?
It is one thing to fear the enemies in front of us, but when they can turn you against your own companions, this place is dangerous.
As we go through this door that was open, can I have a look? Is there a bar or a lock on this side of it?
It's like a manual bar where you'd like kind of lift a metal bar and like just drive it across. Like a
We
gate.
could potentially barricade ourselves. I'll have a look at the other one. I could lock that behind us. Lock
Oh.
this one.
You haven't seen what's on this table. I really don't want to spend much time. If
I need
we
a
want to-
rest. I need to stop for some time. I'm not feeling so good.
Same here, but
Hold
Tell
on.
me about it.
Hold on. Lucas, you responded to Gareth speaking to me as a DM, or he wasn't saying anything in character. So you, in order to lock that door, Jacob, you would need a padlock.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. I mean, if you had something to wedge the bar in, like something, that'd be up to you. But it might not be as secure as a lock.
Yeah. Well, I'd see that, and then I'd go onwards. I'm just looking for now, because we do need to find somewhere to thing up. So yeah. Thanks, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I definitely need to take a short rest. But the mess hall that we passed is probably a better place to do that.
Oh wow. Dan, there's an invisible wall on this map.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't move my character up those stairs, up the top stairs.
You should be able to. There's no barrier that I can see.
Yeah,
It
I can
stopped
move you.
me. It did stop me. I can't go back. I went round the pool and then it let me do it anti-clockwise.
Where I'm trapped.
That's really weird. There's nothing. Must just be a glitch. I'm just I can move you all.
Yeah, but you can't look. You can go around, but not through this space. That is so weird.
That's really strange.
But,
There is.
it's only
You can't go back either.
it's 3 squares.
Yeah, it is 3 squares. Right.
That's weird. I don't know why that's happened.
Sorry for derailing, but that was amusing.
No, it's quite funny. Does somebody know? Maybe Mir, you could take a look at this. I don't know. It looks
You want me to look at that manuscript?
just if you guys seem to be experienced with different stuff. I don't know what this is.
Tisha, are you repeatedly clicking on your character for a reason?
I can't move myself.
Right.
Look, thank
There's
you.
no need to. There's no need to move anywhere now. Okay. Would May be the one to? I guess she would. I guess. Hold on. May would probably cast Detect Magic, but to save a spell slot, she will do it as a ritual. And you see May taking 10 minutes to just prepare some of her arcane components. What are you guys doing in that time?
That being the case, I will keep an eye on the water and the gate. I'm just focused, watching out for any movement.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yep. 13.
You're in a slightly raised part of the sewer. You kind of got these stairs go upwards, and the pool below you seems particularly deep, but you don't notice any movement or even hear any concerning advances. You feel, Smoke, with that check that you've got some time to catch some respite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mia detects that the pointy stick that's next to the book is magical in some way, and she holds it up, and she inspects it with some derision. It seems to have a shrunken skull laid into some twisted bark and kind of tiny spine. So it does look druidic in nature, but also demonic. There's this kind of corruption of nature that's manifested in this wand. This is definitely magical, although I'm not sure it's the kind I would want to use.
Mm.
No, let's
We
keep
should
it
just
for now to stop someone else using it.
We should destroy it. Just snap it in half.
I don't think that would. And she literally can't. Like it's yeah.
Let's
Well,
keep it safe for now.
let's go back to that room with the where the cube was. We'll just throw it in there, or just keep it for now.
Let's just keep it for now. I'd like to have a look round, investigate the rest of the room, see if there's anything else of interest in there.
And I would like to check on Tisha to see if, from a medical point of view, I can.
Tisha's sat on that step there, feeling really sorry for herself, and she's found some rations, and she's sat there, and she's just kind of like, and she's sort of regretting her decisions, and saying, "Freddie will not be happy about this."
Right.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah. So
Head
Tilly will come
low.
over and she'll just sit next to you and say like, "Are you okay?"
I don't feel very well. So no.
You spent some time in that water.
Look at this. Points to some sort of abrasion. It's all over, actually. In fact, you probably can see it on my face.
Can I make the medicine check on that one?
Sure can.
Ooh.
Yep. She is poisoned.
Seem to have bad reaction to what's in the water, the contaminants. I'd say it probably will pass.
Will it?
Keep it dry.
What, all of my skin?
Just yeah, maybe it would I know if maybe like just like bandages from clean cloth would help or?
With that check, you would probably think that some kind of antitoxin would be necessary.
No.
This is a severe poison reaction.
Oh, on the other hand, I think you might actually need something. Is like I'm gonna try and.
Oh, I lost you then, Lucas. You went very quiet for a second.
Sorry. I think does any of you have anything to collect the sample of this water too? Because might need to check it later. Maybe if we don't find anything to help you with, might be able to.
I'm gonna move quickly to Tilly and go. Is this a race against time?
It looks pretty severe. Do I think it's gonna get worse or just not better without antitoxin?
There's no way to know.
It doesn't. I think we
Doesn't
should.
bode well.
It doesn't look very well. No, and
Okay,
I know
she had a little tear in her eye.
and I know from my experience that like simple healing doesn't affect that sort of thing, right? Magical healing.
I'm not sure.
That usually requires something else that specifically targets poison.
Yeah, you might need
like,
some more powerful magic, let's say.
Like a lesser restoration, for example.
Perhaps.
There are spells that I think I can help you with, and I'm sure Mir can as well, but we'd require sleep for that. So I'm hoping you're gonna still be here, still be around tomorrow morning. By the way,
that's Lucy.
by the way, what is the sort of time in a day? A big like as far as any long rest or anything like that?
Well, you are probably part way into the like late afternoon at this point. So
They left the town in the morning, didn't they?
exactly. So and you went to Storm Cradle, and then you went back in, and then you tracked backwards into the sewer. So yeah, maybe even early evening. Maybe I'm going to say like 5:30, maybe 6. You might get the impression that it's about that time. Although it's difficult to tell from in the sewers. Mir shouts over, I need rest before I can help you. Jacob, can you... I'm just dealing with this one. Would you mind just looking over this manuscript?
Sure.
Get away from those bones. And you just see like this rusted cage where multiple sacrifices seem to have been made.
Lovely. Yeah, I'll have a look at the manuscript.
All right. Make an investigation check at advantage.
Yay!
Yeah. That's what you needed. There are... the manuscript seems to contain some incantations that are written in a language you do not understand. However, there are some annotations and other scrawlings that are written in a language you do understand. It's common. Oh, hold on one second. 1, 2. There seems to have been an error in something I've uploaded. Hold on. Oh, I need to just change something, but apologies.
That's fine.
Okay. Let me just delete something. Serves me right for doing extra prep, replacing old shit. Bear with me. What's that one? Okay, here we are. So, nothing much occurs to you at the start, apart from there's a mix of Common and Elvish. You speak Elvish, right?
Yep.
So you get the impression that the writer is at least is maybe Elvish in part, or at least know Elvish, or know it confidently enough to write in it. You find some of the more recent entries that have some curious symbology that you don't understand, which is why you're drawn to them. I will show you manuscript part 1.
Okay. It's the writings. There seems to be some form of diary. Can everybody see them, or is it just me?
I think everybody can see that.
Yeah. Can see.
So yeah, I won't read them out, but it's a diary.
Do you want me to do a dramatic reading of it in the narrator's voice?
Yes.
Sure.
Go for it.
1475 DR, which you would know is only last year. Calixeros fills our circle with scions of the deep. Could this really be the bitch queen's will? She's a spiteful mistress, and her wrath is fatal to incur. The celestial soldier wishes to draw the bitch queen's assistance forth from the plane of water. Can I open a portal large enough to drown the Cerulean Isles in demonic sea denizens? This task is far beyond my capability alone. I must consult an expert in hemocraft if I'm to accelerate my power. In the meantime, I must follow his instructions and rally those faithful to the first circle. Any dissension in our ranks will likely weaken our connection to the Lady of Storms.
Hemocraft. Is that what Sorn was talking about? Mia, smoke. Is that Sorn was on about blood magic? Is that hemocraft?
Blood magic. Yes, I think that's what they call it.
Isha, you would know absolutely that hemocraft is blood magic.
Yes, it is. She-
Who would the expert? Who
She answered.
expert on hemocraft? Who would they speak to? You don't think they spoke to your grandfather, do you, Tisha?
I have no idea. I haven't.
This was before he vanished, before he went through that portal. And we know can do portal magics. He did that one in the temple. But these symbols underneath, they're very strange.
Wait, are you saying he wrote this?
No, I don't think he did,
Oh.
but I think whoever did may have spoke to him. I don't know, maybe.
You think?
An expert on hemocraft. Yeah.
They're
But he can open portals.
Can you read those symbols at the bottom, Tilly? Are they some sort of druid craft?
they're druidic symbols. They mean danger ahead, bad, sanctuary, message, and halfling.
Say that again.
Danger ahead, bad, sanctuary, message, and halfling.
I wonder if they were writing about you.
Mm.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Maybe.
The manuscript goes on.
Ooh. More breadcrumbs.
From not too long later. The Clock Tower have done it. They've bent the will of Talos to batter the coast in a violent maelstrom. He yearns for her, calls to his queen. Our elders from Inelian now assist us in fulfilling our end of the bargain. Beneath the surface we toil away in secret. Are blood sacrifices really necessary? And then, in quotations, we must spill the blood of the unworthy and make their pain carry our message beyond the realms of existence, screaming into the void. Could it be that Umberlee is not in the plane of water, but on the 13th layer of the abyss? And there's more druidic messages.
Yeah, I think they were referring to your grandfather, Tisha. Elders of Ainelion? That's you. That's your family.
Who's the clock tower?
You know where with that nice temple to Mister is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there used to be a clock tower there to donate it, where they built like strange contraptions of clockwork and things. It was being run by a gnome who was working with the Calixeros and the evil guys. He built this weird mechanical suit and almost killed us all. And then he blew up his tower when he
Is that
escaped.
where I came in?
No,
that-
Mir turns to you, Tilly, and just says, "Evil terrorists."
Well,
That also works.
that's
They were a guild within the city of
incredible.
Silvercrest that are now exiled.
There is a lot of words that you're saying right now that I don't understand, but I am excited to find out when we're in need. The symbols on this part, they mean dangerous magic. And it's a sanctuary symbol again, but it's crossed out.
The dangerous magic has got rid of the sanctuary? Maybe.
Yes, that would work. But was the sanctuary on the last one implying halfling was the sanctuary? And the halflings have been wiped out apart from this one.
There's a danger ahead that's bad for our sanctuary. Message the halfling. Does let them know, maybe.
Oh, message halfling.
The druidic is obviously a bunch of symbols, and they are open to interpretation. Sometimes it's not as straightforward as you'd think. Is there any check I could make to, I don't know, get something more from the simple translation I just did there, Dana? Or
No.
Okay.
This is the puzzle.
no worries. What's the check to solve it? Tell me now.
There is one final page.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
This writing is now in blood, and it is carved into the parchment with an intensity and vigor that is absent from the previous pages.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
If he doesn't understand this at all.
It's very small. I don't know why, but it says, "Bring forth your terrible reckoning. Remember a time before the gods. Break the circle of nature. Leap into the embrace of the void. Let your forebears proclaim it. Umberlee is dead. Panaku is your true form." And there is a curious tentacle-eyed symbol carved in blood at the bottom.
Yeah, that doesn't look druidic.
No.
Is that the I've seen symbols to gods and deities, like Kellanvor and the scales, like Mister and the seven-pointed star. Could that be the symbol of him? Points to the word that Jacob is not saying.
Who is that?
Is that does that symbol represent the Panaku?
That was what I was trying to say without saying.
None of you have ever seen this
Don't say
symbol
that word,
before?
Tisha. We don't like that word.
What's the word?
Don't utter its name.
Is it Voldemort? Okay.
That
is
is
like
the
Voldemort.
creature whose mind usurped and corrupted Galen. It is a creature from beyond the abyss that came through and took over Galen's mind and body.
Okay.
It is evil.
So
Mir says evil sea creature that came through a portal here months ago.
Oh.
Yeah. And
What's the whole with the break the circle of nature thing? Because that's the necklace that Tilly's wearing. Like that's the symbol of nature, and we've seen on the shield in the bedroom area that was crossed out, and that's the symbol of nature as well, right?
Yeah, my symbol is for Melora, the Wild Mother. It's
It could refer.
one of the gods of nature. I think they.
That was the one on the shield, right? Though it was the same one on your pendant.
That was on the shield. The other druids that seem to have lived here worship many different ones. Like Umberly, there was a lot of symbols for her, but there was also the hand, which represented 8 first circle nature gods. And this is referring to usurping the. And this is what was used to corrupt the druids.
This creature we do not name is a perversion of nature.
And sought to drown the city of Silvercrest in water, never-ending water.
Tish is very confused. She's been having a great old time since you've been gone, and falling in love, figuring out some spells, working her life out after being abandoned, and she's now part of this drama again. But she has no idea what the connection between this is and blood magic.
Make an Arcana or Intelligence or History check.
Choices. I'm poisoned, so disadvantage. We'll go with history.
With a 10, you know that blood magic can be used to augment and accelerate other magical powers. It's like hard drugs that can they have an extremely powerful response, but obviously they usually wrought a terrible cost. Yeah. So yeah, it is not advised, and it's not practiced widely. It's extremely dangerous and unpredictable. Bad things usually happen when it's used.
So, I think Tish is working out. So there's been blood been spilt that has allowed this name that cannot be mentioned to come forth through sacrifice. I think is what.
Looking at all of the bloodied bodies and tortured people that you've, come across, that might be a reasonable conclusion to draw at this point.
Perhaps it has something to do with these druids were sea druids. This creature had to, from what we understand, come through the plane of water before it could reach our dimension. When we found a ritual underneath Storm Cradle, they were being sacrificed, and it was at that moment that the creature made its way through, and from there it corrupted Galen.
Smoke, make a religion check.
Oh.
Forget I asked.
It's terrible.
I'm trying to piece together what the.
I'm going to make me one.
Of course.
Oh, there you go.
Can you just tell us everything now?
Mir
Have
looks
to tell Mir everything.
Mir looks concerned, and with that role, the most concerning sentence that sticks out to her is the accusation or proclamation that Umberly is dead, and that Panaku is Umberly's true form. So it may not be as far as Smoke said that just some druids were corrupted. Maybe a god was corrupted. That's what that check will do.
Oh,
It's very worrying.
If only Koronak was here,
Mm-hmm. Quite.
Oh well. So, what do we do? What
Well,
do you want to do?
we need to continue trying to find this orb. The whole reason we came down here, but I can't do it now.
I don't think I'm going to make it, guys.
No, I
if
don't
we
think
don't.
any of us will, unless we take some form of rest.
So, are we entertaining sleeping? Maybe we should probably
Don't
get
know,
up.
or shall we make our way back up?
We're not far. If we're going to spend that long resting, then perhaps we should just spend the time getting out of here. Or at the very least, we should rest a short while in a safer room than this one, away from the water. That's the most important thing.
The mess hall was
Or the bedroom. It has one entrance. It's not near the water.
yeah, it's just right next to that torture chamber. But
Oh, it's the mess hall.
for short rest. We could,
Only a short rest to give us enough energy to get out of here for now, and then come back when we've rested, maybe.
so what do you think? Do we try and get out, do sleep, come back, or just a short rest and keep pressing on?
We've come so far. Maybe, I don't know.
I feel uneasy next to this water where this beast could still appear again. Let us at least just go back into the other room and take a moment to breathe.
Short
I
rest
agree.
it is.
Okay.
Keeping a careful eye out, we will sort of retrace, or Smoke will retrace our steps.
You can bring your tokens along for the ride.
Let's get the light in, right?
Nothing seems to have changed materially as you make your way past the forebear statue and into the mess hall.
Are we staying here, or are we going up to the bed chamber?
We
It's more
close,
defensible, only one entrance.
but we can close the doors, right? You
We can
could
close the doors to that, but we can't close the stairs down into the
There's
statue.
another door you opened before. So
I'd prefer being in the smaller room myself, easier to defend, further away from that creature and in the water.
on the other hand, if we get attacked here, then we have a route
Mir
of
says easier
escape.
to fireball as well.
And here we have, if we get attacked from one side, we have a route to escape.
Very well, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
What? Sorry, Dan. What did you say was in this room last time? Food.
Yeah, what
Or
you
not?
see, basically.
Is
The
there
food
any
is
alcohol?
make an investigation check.
I remember you said there was fresh meat.
Mm.
Or fresher meat, I'd say.
Yeah, like not dried. Is what I meant. Tilly's gonna replenish her satchel that or her pouch that she's using for animal feeding and
Components,
stuff. Yeah.
With that roll, Tisha, there is not a sniff of alcohol to be found.
Well, that's disappointing. I was going to feel better by drinking it. Just have more poison.
If you are taking a short rest, then you may do so. It depends. Do you intend to wait around longer?
Well, my suggestion was to take a short rest, but not before checking this door and the door to the previous room to see if we can, if it's possible to bar it, or I mean, I suppose we can't lock it if it's got a lock mechanism because we don't have any keys. So
yes, you haven't found any keys. However, in the pantry there were various there was brooms and a crowbar and things like that, a mop. So you could brace the door.
Can you not lock the lock with lockpicks? or it doesn't work that way. I don't know anything about lockpicking.
I
so-
assume no, but I don't know actually. Now I think about it.
Oh
Is that
no!
a thing?
I'm going to say no. That's what I'm going to say.
Fair enough. Just curious now.
Yeah. I'm just checking Mir's spells.
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to say no.
No, no,
That's
no.
what I've already
Okay,
said.
but
No. Shush. I don't care
I
what
know
anyone
what
else
else.
says. No.
Well, I'll suggest maybe we'll bar this one because that's where obviously the creature was, and also the sea devils, and then maybe not bar the other one, so that if we need to make a quick escape and we just keep our eyes on this one, we're still going to be awake, so we can,
That makes sense. We could literally just grab one of those benches or the table to use it to bar the other door.
Yeah. I'm not going to make you make any checks for that. You can bar the doors so it would be noisy and or difficult to get in the room conventionally.
Yes.
That would be fine.
Alternatively, could just appear in the middle of us. All right, short rest then. We're just resting for an hour.
Yeah,
Sure.
Smoke will take this door on the north and just keep an eye and ear out for any encroaching danger while we rest.
I'm going to
Let's play
roll.
this bench.
I'm going to roll 3 hit dice for Mir.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 4.
Short rest.
Did it roll it then?
No.
Why not? Oh, sorry, because I didn't click roll hit die. What a goon. Oh, good. 4, 5.
Yeah, it's my rolls. Look at those. Beautiful.
Oh my gee, I've rolled shit. 4, 5, 4. And you add your con mod each time, right? Or is it included in that roll?
It's included in the
It's
roll.
included,
Oh
I
my
think.
god. So 2 4s and a 5 when the con mod is +3. Excellent.
How many times can you roll it again?
You have a on your short rest button on your character sheet, Lucy. It will
Yeah.
show you when it shows you how many hit dice you've got.
Like
and you just
in the boxes?
yeah, exactly. So that the number of boxes corresponds to the number of hit die you've got, and you can
Got
expend
11. Okay.
Yeah, just bear in mind that when you take a long rest, you get half of your expended ones back. Oh no, you get half of your total ones back. Sorry.
Yeah. D&D Beyond does it. Yeah, it does it for you.
Mine's not adding to the.
You have to click roll hit die.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, you have to
And you update.
manually update it on the token.
So I'm only adding 13. Jesus.
I'm almost full on HP.
Oh, I've managed to get almost full as well.
I've got my wild shapes, but spells wise, quite crappy.
Plus 11.
Can I spend part of the long rest, Dan?
It's not. You're not taking a long rest.
A short rest, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at these boots that I picked up.
Yes, you can. Hold on. Oh, it automatically added when I did it in D&D Beyond. So, yeah, it is on 95 out of 100. Yes, bear with me. So you spend an hour trying the boots on, testing them, see if they fit you. They're fairly comfortable. I just waiting for the exact wording. Yeah, you can add adventurer's boots to your.
Oh, wow.
Adventurers
Oh, that's
boots.
cool. They're really nice.
So you can post a description in the chat if
Yeah,
you
will
want to.
do. 1 second. Let me put them on. Yeah, VTT.
Oh man, this would this would be good for jumping into that water.
Yeah, but it's also for like when we're doing long marches and things. You know, when we did the big long trek and got massively exhausted.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. They don't require attunement.
No, they're just boots. They're certainly a lot more comfortable than the handmade boots Jacob's been wearing up to now.
Should we break and just pick up in 15?
Yep, sounds good.
Oh,
Cool.
See you in 15.
Yeah.
gather near and bend your ear, for a tale our tongues to wag. For she who'd led us towards the light, the ballad of the white stag. The chairwoman sat at her desk one day while the rain came down so hard. She met 5 white stags who brought the sunshine back, and she made them all town guards. She was crossed by a gnome who armed some bombs that would make the dogs into a pond. But the stags were too wise for the tiny gnome, and they sent him back to Gond. So come gather near and bend your ear, for a tale our tongues to wag. Thought heard we not had stayed the night, the ballad of the white stag. She roused her men at the feasting hall, and she took the stags to the city wall. With a lightning strike and a nasty fall, the chairwoman saved us all. When the nightfall came and the chanting stopped, and I nearly spilt my drink, for in the dark with Mistress' aid, she turned the walls to pink. So come gather near and bend your ear, for a tale our tongues to wag. Thought heard we'd not had stayed the fight, the battle of the white stag. The chairwoman wields her family sword, and her brother wears a mask for the forgers' guilds and traders too. There's not too much to ask, so come gather near and lend your ear, for a tale our tongues to wag. You better tip your glass, 'cause she saved our ass, the battle of the white stag. So come gather near and lend your ear, for a tale our tongues to wag. You better tip your glass, 'cause she saved our ass, the battle of the white stag. Hey ho!
barricading the doors. Over the course of the hour, the smell of the sea elf decomposing in the next room becomes more difficult to ignore.
Yeah, we gotta be out of here. During that hour, Tilly's going to turn to Smoke and just ask him, smoking mirror, is it? How are you feeling?
A little strange. Name. Agraxan. Just sort of whispers it under his breath repeatedly.
I mean, your entire group seems so experienced is the right word, I think. In all this,
Not all of the group. Yes.
well, maybe except you. You're a bit more like me, I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things here that never seen. But I just want to say, the losing control of one's action, it's the worst. It's the worst feeling that you can have, and I know it. I know it well.
You were. I could see my actions. It was just like I wasn't steering the cart, as it were. Was it the same for you, or did you lose your memory recently?
Well, the memory loss is. I mean, it's been with me since I remember.
Huh.
But the loss of control, it's a bit weird. It's frustrating and really hard because you see, druids are trained into various different schools, if you will, and the thing that I'm supposed to be very good at, taking form of beasts and making change in that way, is the one thing that I'm really not, and I don't know why. But I'll try my best. Your group seems. There's a few things that I remember since I met you, and I just have this feeling that maybe if I stay longer enough, more will come back.
Mir overhears this and kind of bearing the responsibility of her position in this church of Mistra that she has established in Silvercrest. She promises to help you figure it out and help you try and understand your power a bit more. Certainly, it'd be safer to do so outside of this decrepit, besmirched place where people have been living.
Yeah, thank you. I would like that. I don't know why, because I just met you, but I feel safer just being with you, even though I got really hurt whilst we were together. But you were there, and you were all pretty amazing. All I'm hoping for is that I can be a little help, and then that I won't hurt you.
You've been most helpful while you've been with us. As far as our experience goes, we've been through it a few times. I can't say I'd recommend it.
Tisha, is your token up to date? 50 hit points out of 68.
Yeah, I gave up just rolling the hit die, and I just thought I've done now. Even though I could have carried on. Don't know why, really.
Fair.
Um,
Go on.
Tisha, it just by the way is she's taken those plates off the table. They moved them to the bench area and is currently lying prone on the table, very quiet, listening though. That is all.
Tilly,
are you okay?
Did you mean Tisha?
Tisha, sorry. Yeah.
I've been better. Croak, croak.
Would you like me to tell Frederick to send help, or that you're...
I don't want to worry him yet. I'll tell you when the time's right to tell him. You never know. There might be a miracle here.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
We should crack on and not let too much time elapse. Who knows what the residual effects of this awful place might be.
Just going back to the book that we found and the druid symbols in them. I think, I mean, the only thing that I can think that this message might mean is this was, or a place ahead of where it was found was a sanctuary, was a safe place, but it's not anymore, and bad magic is involved. So if any of you have any means of detecting magic as we go along, maybe that would be something that we could do. Does anyone else have any thoughts on what else this could mean? It's got halfling in it. I'm halfling. Mir, did you notice how long maybe this thing was scribbled in there ago? How long ago it was written?
It seemed to go back to last year, so less than 11 months ago, and presumably up to the point where he who shall not be named was summoned. So it might be maybe 4 months. Is that how long you've been down here?
Don't remember. Maybe.
Symbols are curious, almost like the writers keeping coded messages, or making sure that only people who read your language can write them. Can read them. Do you have any idea who might have written such maddening passages?
Is there a history check maybe in it?
Sure,
Or
make a history check.
they always go so well.
Not a clue.
Not a clue. I don't. I'm sorry. I mean, every druid knows this language, and the messages are usually constructed in a fairly simple way. There's a main message, and there's a direction usually, and also some modifiers. For example, where it said bad magic, there was a symbol for magic and a symbol for bad, which could. But the overall meaning is sometimes hard to decipher. There's a message and a halfling, so someone sent a message about a halfling to the halfling.
Do you think that you might have been one of the unfaithful referenced in that final passage?
The one vision that I had since I met you was about another druid giving me stern dress down to say that the Wild Mother is not a part of the first circle. So perhaps this for the lack of a better word, snobbery of some druids used by the evil powers to corrupt them.
Perhaps. We need answers. We need to find. Well, we need to find what we came for, and we could do with finding a druid who isn't completely dead or mad.
Or lost their memory.
Or can't remember anything.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
It's
At least
okay.
you
It's
remember
not
your
your fault.
name, if that is your name.
There are certain things that I know clearly, like inside, that they are true. I don't remember being raised or called by this name, but I know it's my name. I I could potentially cast that spell on us again to make us more hidden, though I would have to use more power than normally. It's just I don't have any 2-second level spell slots, but I could waste a fourth if the group thinks it's something that is worth doing.
I think if there is anything down here, it probably knows we're here by now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, myself and Tisha are quite stealthy. If we stay ahead, look out for things as we go. Yes, that amazing cloak of yours, Tisha.
I just put the hood back up because it obviously came off in the water. Yeah, absolutely.
We scout ahead, and you guys follow behind.
Let's go.
I might not be able to control my form or changing it too well, but I do have the ability of possibly shifting one of you into something more formidable if you let me when the time comes.
We've seen spells like that before. They
Yeah,
can be useful in the right time.
Galen used to do that.
Galen.
When we were about to die, he turned us into a T-Rex once.
What's a T-Rex?
Big lizard.
I'm afraid I've never seen one, so.
Pray you don't.
That means I can't turn you into one, but if there are many forms that I could turn into, bear,
One of
lion.
us is about to go down. Is about to be killed by or knocked unconscious by some creature. Then that is an amazing spell to use at that point.
Should we have a sign if one of you wants to? Then
Think, oh God, help! You know, shouting.
Yeah. Help! Help! Oh God! Oh my God! I'm about to die.
That'd be
Works
fine.
quite well.
Yeah.
That works, yes.
that will work fine. Let's go.
Right.
May leans into Tisha as they take the initiative and head towards the door. She does talk an awful lot for someone so small.
The one that's got no memory.
Yeah.
That's true. But she can. But she can turn us into animals at the very, crucial moment. So
Yeah, we knew a
positives.
small person that could do that.
Yeah, I think it was just mentioned. Yeah. I didn't know, Galen. Oh no, did I?
No,
I didn't. No. Well, swings and roundabouts, right? She says with a gruff voice as she's half dying.
Mia wonders to herself without saying anything. What's a roundabout?
Got to be roundabouts with horse and carts, right? No.
Yeah, I'm
Mia,
sure.
Mia lives or is from the plane of water, so there's probably not many roundabouts there.
Whirlpools.
Yeah. Oh, whirlpools. Yeah, I know what they are. Okay, who's take it? Do you say Jacob was leading?
Jacob, go for it. And Tisha will sort of be there next to you.
Yeah. Looking out for each other.
You scout left, I'll scout right.
There we go.
Well, left, you've already scouted.
This way.
Okay, so you make your way back, removing the furniture, back into the sewer. There are no signs of any activity since you were last here, but you do see opposite 2 doors. One of which, this one, where the fleeing couple of deep scions ran through, and the other one was just another door that nobody used.
Which door do you think, Tisha? The top one?
Go for the nearest, I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll listen at the door before I try and pick it.
Yeah, it's a double door. What? Sorry, what do you say, Jacob?
Before I try to open it or pick it or anything, I'm going to put my ear to it and listen if I can hear anything.
I'm not going to make you make a check because you put your ear to the door and complete silence on the other side.
There's no sound. Very odd. Shall we go through?
Yeah.
I'll try the handle.
I assume at this point we all don't have anything in our ears, right?
Yeah, after an hour, it'd have fallen out, or it's not like they were earmuffs. Okay, you try the door. As you put your hand on the door, it hisses at you with this kind of scolding reaction. There's no save to make against this, so you're just going to take 27 poison damage.
Oh wow!
I would also then like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great.
You pass. You manage to steal your Constitution against any long-term effects, but the reaction on your hands as you pull your hand away is similar to the kind of boils and lesions on Tisha's skin. It seems. Oh, sorry. It seems a very, very powerful trap against this room. It's a very severe and robust trap. So yeah.
Hey, ow! Ow! Oh, that's not a good door.
That mean you're like me now?
Well, my hand is.
God. Back away from
But-
the door.
Yeah. Let's look at the other door.
Perhaps touch it.
Mia looks towards the door and the handle that Jacob fell victim to, and she is sure with her knowledge. In fact, I'm going to make a roll. Hold on. Yeah, she's sure that the door is magically locked. There's a magical barrier preventing entry.
Do we want to ask Mia to check this next door first before we do anything with it? Jacob?
I think so. Maybe it's not poisoned.
Maybe. just to check it first.
So the poison on this door that Jacob touched, was it like a touch poison? He touched the handle and okay. So you could potentially, hopefully, avoid it with like a thicker cloth or something, maybe.
Mia approaches the second door and just gives it a look over, but she's not sure whether it might have a similar trap. Although you did see deep scions walk through this door.
Maybe this one is safe. I could try, as you said, Tilly, wrap a cloth around my hand or something.
I'm not sure if it will help, but
Here, how about these? They're magical. You won't be able to use their effects, but it may make them more resistant against such effects. I'll hand Jacob the gloves of swimming and climbing. It's obviously not expecting you to attune to them, but maybe because they're magical items, they,
Be a bit.
they're
Yes, that might work.
durable.
I will say at this point, with the magically sealed door, I think Mia would be tempted to use a mystery key, but as I'm piloting her, I'm not going to use her mystery key just in case it comes off.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
good
not doing
point.
it.
Yeah.
She'll kill me. So
We
yeah,
should just tell her that we used the key when she joins.
no.
No, because if she doesn't get to finally, if it
Yeah,
finally
it will be
succeeds and she doesn't get to do it.
Yeah.
So the bottom one is magically sealed.
No,
And
this one is magically sealed.
This one.
The bottom one, she can't detect anything.
She's not sure whether there is a magical effect on it or not.
But behind both these doors are potentially horrible, damaging creatures.
Maybe Jacob could check the other one first.
Yes, let's try it. I'll be very gingerly sort of tap the door handle before trying to grab it, and then try and turn it once if it's not poisonous or grabbing me or.
You turn the handle and there's no violent reaction.
Okay, open the
Any
door.
resistance?
Nope. You open it and there is a stairwell going down for deeper into the sewers. Goes down like one story, maybe probably about 15 feet down.
So the reason that they would have put a spell on the top door is to keep whatever's behind it protected. That I guess if we want to understand what that is, we need to try and get in. But or we take the easy route and see if there's an escape route.
I was looking for this. I didn't know if she had it, but she does have it prepared. Mia can dispel magic. However, she's also certain that the level at which she can cast dispel magic may not be powerful enough, given her successful Arcana check earlier. So it would come down to a dice roll. She says, if we were looking for something important, if it were me, I'd definitely magically seal it behind a door.
And if they were keeping an important magical artifact, then they'd put it where they could most protect it. I'd say that we could go around and try and find another way, but even if there's another entrance, surely they'll protect it just the same.
I can try it, but I can't promise it'll work.
What mage hand? Magical
Try it, Tisha.
hand. Yeah.
You're going to try and turn the handle with mage hand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What does Tisha's mage hand look like? How does she summon it forth?
think we talked about. Oh no, that was because of Kirsty's spell. It was glittery and pink last time, but I think that was the spell that she'd cast. Basically, Tisha just focuses on the area that she wants Mage Hand to appear, and it appears just like that.
Then just
and it is kind of like a glove, kind of. I want to say shimmery blue. Mage Hand.
blue shimmery glove apparates just tentatively positioned over the handle, and it goes to grab it, and it can't turn the handle. It's stuck in place, and the force that Mage Hand can generate is seemingly not enough.
Tisha double blinks, and it disappears.
Double blinks.
Awesome.
That was like Bewitched. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a well cool way of manipulating your magic. Like wriggling your nose.
Yeah.
I was doing that. I do that.
That didn't work, guys. I wonder if Smoke is right, though, around maybe we should just investigate to see if there is another. Maybe they'd assume we'd come at it this way because they know the direction that we've gone in. Maybe there's a sneaky way.
Maybe there is some vent or sewage passage, but I would bet that they'd do anything. I bet they'd do anything they can to protect it, whatever way they might be in. Plus, it could be a dead end in here.
I think we should go down this way because this way we know that 2 Deep Silence went this way, and those creatures are not of this plane and should not be here.
So we make
for the protection of the future of Silvercrest and of Stormcradle, we should send them back to the pit where they come from.
So we make
Jacob,
not.
when you say that, May says, "I'm not of this plane." I resent that implication that people from out this plane are not here, are not supposed to be here.
All right, people from the abyssal plane that want to destroy the cities and take the plane for their own don't deserve to be here.
Might also be feeling guilty about some people that she's banished to another plane.
She totally killed Tilly's family.
Yeah.
So we make a mental note of this place and go the other way and come back here if we find nothing. Or come back here anyway at some point.
I think if we can't find it another way, we'll have to come back and reinvestigate that door. But for now, let's go this way. Jacob will start heading down the corridor.
Okay.
Again, when I get to this door, I will listen at the door.
Make a perception check.
Gingerly.
Don't touch anything.
Ear burns off.
You hear a noisy rabble and the clanging of metal against wood. Sounds very chaotic. There are numerous creatures beyond the door, but you can't recognize anything that they're saying. Well, what languages do you speak, Jacob?
I speak Elvish, Common, Halfling, and Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, you have no idea what's being said. It's seems quite guttural, but beyond that, you're not sure.
I'll whisper back to Tisha and then...
Tisha's coming close.
Yeah,
what are you saying to her?
There are people through there. They're speaking a tongue I don't know. But there's something through there. They're talking and making lots of sound.
Tisha with her hood up.
Make a stealth check. Carry on.
Oh wow, that was bad.
Yep.
Although I've got advantage and disadvantage all at the same time.
Oh, that means it will be a 14 rather than a 19.
Why do you have disadvantage?
I'm poisoned.
Um,
And I'm honest.
let me just make a check.
Honestly poisoned.
Honestly poisoned with a hood up.
Hold on. You don't seem to disturb or alert anyone on the other side as far as you can tell, either of you. I just crit failed the perception check.
Tisha here. Anything. She...
You can make a perception check if you're also trying to listen.
Perception.
One better.
Why would
But
they come out
nothing.
the same?
What languages do you?
I got Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Gnomish.
Yeah, no, there's nothing you can understand coming from the other side.
Damn it! It mentioned Celestial in the scrolly things. I thought maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I can't tell anything, Jacob, either.
Okay. I think we should go through anyway.
No. Really?
Well, let's go back up. And
Let's check with the team.
Back up the stairs, yes, speak to
You start walking back until he's like, "Whoop, okay, back out."
Guys, there are noises, there are creatures speaking through that door. The sounds of metal on wood and talking in a guttural language that I can't recognize. Tilly, Tisha, I don't think you could recognize it either.
No. No idea. Banging noises, metal and wood, though. Why would they be doing that?
Unless there's
Creating things.
unless there's dwarves or something through there.
Maybe the scions are barricading.
Well, if they're ready for us, then we shouldn't come. Sounds like they would be walking right into it.
Yes. Either way. Whichever door we choose.
Could we talk to them, maybe? Make some sort of deal? Maybe they'll give you the orb if we leave them alone.
I don't think that's how these creatures work. We've faced them before. Jacob is right. They are no less
I
than
will
vermin.
say, sorry, John. Really, sorry about that. Just some important information. With those perception checks, you did not hear the very familiar screeching of deep silence.
Not sound like scions, it sounded like a guttural tongue. But not the screeching of those horrible, horrible creatures.
Should we knock and try to talk to them? I mean, it's unlikely that we're gonna open the door and walk in without them noticing us straight away. If they are hostile.
Did you find out how we can open the door, or was it locked or magically trapped like the other?
You wish to try and trigger a trap? Or trigger their attention?
Possibly, but these trickery and magic is out of my realm.
Okay, so I always find that laying out the options and putting a list of pros and cons is a good way to move forward with anything in your life. So we can try to get through this door, which Mir said maybe she can do it, but it might not work. And it will expend some of her power. Or we could try and go through the other door, where there could be someone waiting for us and attack us straight as we walk in. Any other options?
Go
think that's
exploring the other direction and try and find another way around, but that will take hours.
That creature that took over the mind of Smoke wasn't actually here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But somebody was
a perception check.
Somebody was creating it.
Smoke knows that it is in the direction you are heading.
I know that Smoke
No,
knows that.
Smoke knows that.
And you'd come to the realization and be like, Agraxon, this creature is behind this door.
Behind this poison door.
I think it's at the bottom of the steps beyond there or the other way.
No, I didn't. You would know that it is in that direction, but not necessarily waiting
Yeah.
behind a door.
Okay. Do any of you have the kind of magics that can safeguard someone's mind, or
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
No.
I could commune with Wild Mother, but need to sleep for that to see if there's anything. Nothing at the moment. I think in the two options that we have, we should try to get through this door, possibly. That could. It's possible that what you're looking for is there, and we could take it and leave. Not having to face that creature might be I mean, I would vote for that. It seemed horrifying and very powerful, and it could take you over.
I think you might be right. We should. Jacob makes a good point that these creatures down here should be fought and slain, but now that we know what we're dealing with, it would be better to come at it with better preparations. Perhaps we should just check the other door and see if we can get what we need and leave.
Mir agrees and sets about casting Dispel Magic. You see her doing an incantation. Bear with me. It takes a few minutes as she tries to summon the power to push beyond this more powerful arcane barrier. I will publicly roll the check. The DC is 14 against Mir's spellcasting modifier, which is +5. So it's this +5 has got to beat 14. She withdraws her hand and lets out a sigh. Looks like the way is barred for now.
Okay.
And she holds her magic key up and taps it against her lips pensively.
Until 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, with
there's
your knowledge of magic and spells, if I was to try and pick the lock without touching try to pick the lock, would that poison me as well?
I'm not sure it'd poison you, but I'm also pretty sure it wouldn't do any good. There's a barrier between
Oh,
here
oh,
and the
oh,
ring.
I don't know. What did you just try and do?
spell magic.
Spell magic.
Spell magic.
Do you
I've
have
got
that?
Tides of Chaos.
Mm.
I will. I don't know if you've just tried any of this, but starting. You
Is it
can
a
manipulate
D4?
the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Is that just for me,
It's
though?
an ability check,
I think it's for you.
but it is just for you, I think.
Hold fire. Did see something else. Bend, look.
Mm-hmm.
When another creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend 2 sorcery points, and I still have 8, to roll 1d4, which is what you just said, and apply the number rolled as a bonus.
She would need to get 4 on that for this to work. But
Let's
do
just
it. You should do it. Yeah. There's
Just do it.
1 in 4 chance.
And it's 2 of my sorcery points.
You gotta roll it. It's your bet.
Roll 1d4. Oh.
Oh. That's so
I tried.
You try and supplement May's arcane power, but it seems that luck is not on your side.
That's all I got, guys.
well. Is this something that you can try again or not, Mir?
Oh. I can do it one more time. The DC goes up.
Okay. I will use my 4th level spell to cast enhance ability. Now, on 4th level, I can do it to 3 people. So I will give Mir Owl's Wisdom. I will give Jacob Cat's Grace. And I will give Smoke Bull's Strength for the next hour.
Yeah.
So, advantage on wisdom checks.
Yep.
Okay. So you wanted to spend another slot and try again?
I think so.
You gave Jacob advantage on lockpicking now.
Okay. Here's her last 3rd level spell slot. Oh, she's here. She can decide.
I was just going to put it into a quick break mode while I sort out the screen.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil, she arrives.
Technical glitches. We love them. How are you
How's
doing?
it going?
We're about
Good.
to die.
I was
Great timing.
I've used some of your hit dice, and I've also used one of your 3rd level spell slots, and I was literally about to click on another one, and then you turned up. So it's up to
Okay.
you. Well, I'll do a quick recap, but the party made their way left and found an altar with a wand, which looked pretty fucking evil, and a manuscript. The manuscript pages are handouts that you can read, which you can be able to do in your own time.
That's a solid manuscript.
Yes, part 1, part 2, part 3.
Got ya.
The basic gist is that the druids seemingly were using blood magic to try and augment their power so they could bring Umberly through. However, what came through was Panaku, and the accusation in the manuscript was that Panaku may be Umberly's true form. Yes. The party then deliberated how to proceed, went and took a short rest in the mess hall, which is why you've got 95 hit points now, and then resolved to come back out and make progress further on. The party has been deliberating over progressing through 2 doors. The one that Mira stood in front of is magically sealed with a spell that is beyond 3rd level. You would know. You were unsuccessful in dispelling it using a 3rd level spell slot. However, Tilly and Tisha seem to be willing to combine their efforts to make it more likely that you will succeed, even though the DC will be higher on a repeated check.
Ooh, okay.
There is also a door to the left going downstairs where Jacob and Tisha heard guttural noises and clanging in a language that they don't understand, but they seem to be certain that there are numerous creatures on the other side of the door that are not deep scions.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, I was literally about to go, okay, I'll use Mir's last 3rd level spell slot, but it's up to you.
That's for a dispel.
Yes.
And what is it that the others have done to make it easier?
So Tilly has given you Owl's Wisdom, which will give you advantage on this wisdom check.
Yeah.
We know that the previous DC was 14. It's now 15.
Okay.
And Tisha can bend luck to increase your roll by a d4 by using 2 sorcery points.
It seems as though, oh my god, you have to leave. It seems as though I should do this since people have put effort in. And I think that's
the logic is that you're down here looking for something important, and you found a very magically sealed door, one that Jacob tried to access conventionally and took 27 points of poison damage.
Oh,
yeah. And a Constitution saving throw that you managed to succeed on.
Okay. So I expend my 3rd level spell slot and I will cast Dispel Magic.
So you need to roll a d20. You have an advantage, so you can roll it twice. You need to get at least a 10.
So it's not.
It's just
a D20?
straight wisdom check. It's +5.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can just do 2 straight wisdom checks or a wisdom check at advantage, like however it's set up on your sheet.
Oh, I see. So I get +5 on wisdom, so it's not just a straight. Right, got you.
Describe how you would unlock this magically sealed door with your magic.
I guess bolstered by the help of her kind of new friends. She would maybe kind of try and think of the spell like superseding the poison or whatever is in it in the door. And kind of like bending the poison in a kind of different way using the weave.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So you're recombining the poison in the door into a different combination to make it safe to unlock.
Sure.
Yeah. And it opens.
Well, it worked.
Good work.
So
Well
who wants to
done.
go in first?
Woohoo!
Mia, do you want to do the honors? You opened it.
Might not be the only trap here.
Or do you want me to go in and investigate for traps and things?
Maybe.
What are you doing? You tell me.
I will do that. I will go in and checking. I will open the door and look for pressure plates, trip wires, any sort of other trap on the room.
Make an investigation check.
Kirsty, that advantage on the wisdom checks is for 1 hour, by the way, or at least until I'm concentrating.
Dope. Thanks.
Plus 13.
There's no physical traps that you can see, but what would jump out to you is the nature of this room seems to be a lot more. How can I put this? A lot less rustic and a lot more fine. There is a finely carved oak desk draped in the finest silk, a tiger skin rug and a bear pelt that has been expertly stitched together, silk pillows and line a mahogany bed. The craftsmanship to a carpenter like you, Jacob, is noteworthy. But even so, the most impressive feature of the room is a teleportation circle carved into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So we go, heal up, and then come back. Is it a
Do we
circle
know-
like the one that I have seen at Frederick's at the Spiral Silver
Yeah,
Camp?
you've seen a few teleportation circles now, and I'm not, there's no point rolling for rolling's sake. It's a teleportation
Yeah,
circle.
there's one of those teleportation circles, like the one we found before. We can teleport to and from here.
I mean, we could, but I don't think I can do it today.
No, but you can note the symbols down like you did before, and we know how to get here if we need to.
Yes, I can do that.
Are we sure this one isn't tainted by the efforts of these druids that were corrupted?
Don't know. Smoke, you might not like this room very much.
How so?
There appears to be a bed made out of animal skins,
At this point, I've seen worse.
including a cat.
Reminds me of Moxidor.
Yes, it does. I think we should check this room for if the orb may be here, or there may be some other useful items. There's a desk. There's several cupboards and things. Plus, there's always under the mattress.
Do you
Things
think
like
it's
to hide things there.
Do you think it's safe to look through everything?
I can't see any traps. I can't magically detect any. I've not got that ability, but I think the door protections would keep somebody out.
What is it that Mir did before when she concentrated for 10 minutes?
Detect magic.
Maybe you
Can
could
do
try,
that again, Mia, as a ritual?
just to be sure.
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
It just takes 10 minutes.
As
We
a
don't use
ritual?
spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have it though?
I've done it in this game, so I know you.
Oh, yeah, it's only first level.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes,
Turns
just
out.
if there's anything magical in this room will help assist us in our search for things, search for traps, or whether there's anything useful to find here.
The detect magic will give you advantage on an investigation check to find any magic items here. Whoever wants to make it.
I mean, Jacob probably is the best person to search. I don't want to steal all the roles here, but
Who
Yeah,
would be most curious?
he is also most curious. Yeah.
He's the magic item hoarder, isn't he? So
In terms of looking
I'm
for,
looking forward for Mia being most curious about magical items.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree.
well, I
Well,
was
that's
gonna
why
say,
and it-
spell and assist it in saying, Jacob, you should look over there or something. Then I can bring out items for her to check better.
for that suggestion, Mia, you can make the investigation check. That's really patronising.
-1 on investigation.
15, though, is not unsuccessful.
Oh.
I think sorry.
Okay. 2 magic items jump out to you immediately. One of them is like a pair of glasses on the table.
Mm-hmm.
They're magical. And the other one is on one of the bookshelf. You've got a large vial with like pale pewter dust in it.
Okay.
Although it must be said that as you and Jacob, everybody else look around, the collection of items are varied and carefully displayed. It's as though someone has curated something of a collection of items, crafted at different corners of Faerun. There is items that bear no resemblance to anything any of you have seen before. Curious ornaments, trinkets, in even works of art. You are not getting any druidic vibe if the pelts and tiger skins weren't enough of a clue.
Can I ask what nature of magic I'm getting from these things?
Usually that's for like spells and stuff and magical effects. So you're getting a big whatever the magic school is ping off the floor for the teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
And with the fact that you're using a spell to detect it rather than just trying to read it, I'll also say that the carving and the runes that it's carved in have a vaguely draconic style to them.
Oh, okay.
But the lenses and the vial, you can't tell exactly what they do until you either identify them or spend a short rest with them.
Okay. And are they like dusty? Does it seem like there is someone coming in here and looking after them?
The most of the objects on the display cases seem very dusty, like they might not have been touched for decades. However, the same cannot be said of the items on the desk.
Okay. They've been looked after and they're there kind of purposefully.
Yeah, were placed recently. The glasses look like a jeweler's glasses that someone might use. They have like they have a big thick lens and then like an additional almost like monocle that goes over the top that look like they're for more curious inspection.
Okay. Who's in the room with me? Just Jacob and Tilly?
And
Yeah.
Smoke, I think.
And Smoke.
I'm in as well, yeah.
Oh, everyone's here.
Tilly's just looking around.
Tish is on the outside.
This thing on the floor, did you say it's for transportation? Does that mean
Yeah.
somebody can appear here from somewhere else?
Could mean that. Mm-hmm.
And the door was magically sealed. Is this some sort of like a secret place for somebody to come and keep their stuff where they thought it would be safe.
It does seem that way. Look at this stuff on the desk. It's also carefully looked after.
Are there any papers? Maybe somebody's signed a letter. Maybe we'll...
Big list. You can make, Tilly, if you go and observe the desk, you can make a perception or investigation check.
Yeah, I can read.
Oof.
Nice.
All right. With that roll, you see there's another ledger, although it's very different to the one you saw on the altar in the previous room. This one is very businesslike. And it's a list of transactions and investments for fathomless riches. We're talking like hundreds of thousands of gold pieces, entire shipments of diamonds, spanning across the Sea of Swords to places like Cormyr, Waterdeep, Calimshan, far off places that you've never heard of. It looks like somebody has accumulated a vast amount of wealth over hundreds of years. And that person's name from that role is
Castor's jet.
My granddad.
Reginald.
Right. Oh shoot! That's
Do we know that
something
name?
new.
Alidaxun.
Kalidaxun. Mir, do you know someone named Kalidaxun?
Do I? I don't think I remember.
No. You can make a nature check, though, if you want.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I think I... Oh, Jesus. Can I make an educated guess without rolling?
Oh.
My educated guess is this is a Dragonborn name.
I can confirm or neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. This is an unusual name. But this person, whoever it is, look at these. These are numbers of. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. And whoever this is, I'm worried. We went into somebody's really powerful storage or secret place. I hope we didn't make another enemy. Should we leave a note? I think we should leave a note. We should probably just leave the items here and then leave a note and say, listen, we got here looking for something else. We're really sorry. We didn't mean to dispel your door. We didn't take anything. And I hope you're not going to be mad. What do you think? I could write it right now.
Or we could not identify who the people who broke into his office was.
But that... Okay.
The worst sort of thief in the world would leave a message saying, sorry, I broke in.
Thief.
That is what someone who breaks into a place and steals items. So as a burglar would be technical.
Yeah, but you said it in a way that indicated that you are one.
No, not anymore at least.
Inside check? I don't need to make it. Do you intend to take these things that don't belong to you?
I don't think so. They're not what we came looking for.
Has Mia
My
picked up
worry
the...
is, unless we can relock that door, that if we leave anything behind, those foul creatures or something worse is going to come in here and destroy it.
Are you saying for the safety of these items we should take them for ourselves?
No. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know.
What is there a
We lock
Who's
the door behind us, is what actually Jack was saying. Can we go out and lock the door again?
No.
No.
a magic key might be able to lock it. Can we not pick up the items? Is that something that we're not going to do?
I will say,
want-
I had no idea how much you were going to shit yourself. Like, fuck, don't touch anything, put it all back, let's get out of here. I've enjoyed that a lot.
I would say.
I'm just tempted to put the glasses on and see if I can see anything.
Whoa,
But I
that's a
don't want to
weird-
do that because last
Is
time
it-
I threw wood into a pool. And...
There's a really weird
But,
echo
yeah,
from you.
I'm getting some weird echo. I don't know where that's coming from. If you want to put the glasses on, they don't require attunement, so the effect would be immediate. These are eyes of minute seeing. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal. So you would put them to you and you can just see extremely clearly. You can make out all of the resplendent details from all of the ornaments arranged so carefully on the display cases. They give you advantage on intelligence checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within 1 foot of you. So for looking at things
Wow.
really closely.
What?
Have I put them on?
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got them on.
I can see everything within 1 foot of me right now. I mean, it's like I'm high on some sort of drug that will allow me to see infinite detail up close and personal.
Tilly will put like a finger like right up against your nose, like.
And Tisha goes, ah! She
So
sees
all
the little
on the
lines.
finger.
Yeah. But because Tisha's poisoned right now, I think it can help her to see things because she's probably weak right now. She's gonna have a look. She's got the glasses on and she's got over the fact that distances and stuff. And she's just gonna have a look at the items on the desk to see if anything what else is left on the desk and anything pops out now that she's got that closer look.
Are you gonna scan it with your magic?
Scan it with the.
You can make an investigation check, but given that you're poisoned, this will be a straight roll rather than advantage. Goodness, that's a good roll for you in particular. While you are looking around, the rest of you would see Tisha's eyes look like massive while she's wearing these. It's like they're like mega prescription glasses. But she moves the monocle over the top, and there seems to just be like a magical connection between the two lenses. They seem to just glow a little bit more. And as you look towards the desk, Tisha, with that roll, you just see a button underneath the desk.
Oh, guys, there's a button underneath this desk.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, those are them glasses.
I think they look cool. Right under this desk there's a secret button.
Well spotted.
I know, I'm keeping these.
Oh,
Push the
I don't know
button
if you should.
I mean,
Why would there be a button here for secret things like the desk moves? If this has been this is the extra lock, right? The door was locked. We got through that. There's a portal here that somebody comes to and goes to, and it's all kept away. And now there's a secret button.
this
It's got to
button could
reveal
either
something.
Lock the door or open some hidden safe or something.
I think.
I vote the latter.
I think I agree. I agree with
Yeah.
Tisha.
That's-
Do you want to press it? I think you should press it. I think it's pretty safe.
what's a bit more poison damage if it goes wrong?
I mean, at this point,
Listen,
knows?
Whoever this was made sure that the door is very heavily protected, and then allowed himself an entrance through magical means. So, I think this room is pretty safe.
And the glasses aren't there to find the button. The glasses are something else. Like, that's not your... They'd know where the button is. So the glasses are there to investigate something. But it's just helped us right now.
I like the way you think. It's
Yeah.
really smart.
Jacob will reach out and push the button.
Jacob's pushing the button.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Taking too much damage just in case.
As you click it, against the wall above the desk, you just see the brickwork start to move as if it was fabric.
Mm.
Can I see through it with my spectacles?
No.
Is it like rippling?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and push it aside as if it were fabric with my shield.
You open up the door to a demiplane, where there is a particularly resplendent amulet on a little display case.
Point it out to everyone.
This must be his most treasured possession. I don't feel...
Make a history check.
If this is what I think it is.
Did you guys get the red warning on
Yeah.
Roll20?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I'm just going to restart my Roll20.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Good
This
idea.
is the amulet that we were looking for that was supposed to
nice
belong
history
to
check.
Lucian Broadgrove.